power
No,
rankings?
their little booster.
Is it time for an end of stage power rankings?
It has to be.
It has to be, right?
I mean, literally. I mean, we were ready to stay up. Everyone slept in tonight.
Yeah.
We were all pretty tired. Now we're just sitting here like, well, where's the rest of the matches? And then there are none.
Guys, it's only 5:30. What are you saying?
Yeah, we gotta.
No,
this
it's
is when we
not.
start playing
No,
Bionicle,
it's not.
Chat. It's Bionicle time.
Okay, so actually, here's the thing.
5:30.
My roommate owns a GameCube where the Bionicle game is, and he said he'd let me borrow
No,
it.
there's a PC one, I think.
Well, the thing is, I could also buy a capture card and play the Bionicle game.
This is, yeah, or you could not and just download the PC version.
If there's a PC version, I would maybe do that.
I'm sure there's a PC version. I'm pretty sure I played it.
Let's play Doki Doki now. No, we're gonna do power rankings, and then I'm gonna eat. We might do Maybe we'll do a stream. Tomorrow's Mother's Day. Tomorrow's Mother's Day though. I gotta go back. I gotta go to see my mom.
Mom stream.
Is Sparkle about to drop the hot hit scan
Maybe
slander on
Monday.
stream right now?
Say that game was pretty easy. Lip was a feeder.
Maybe. So let's do this week, chat. I have a couple meetings this week. Some big meetings coming up, actually, a couple, which is good news. But I do have I'll probably try to do some stream. Maybe we'll do some like variety like shit this week. Some of these things. So, but let's do power rankings as well.
He's meeting with Trojan guys. Don't get it twisted.
I don't remember what I had my power rankings at last time, but these are my preseasons, right? Let's just reset.
Someone said in chat, Bang Bus meeting.
Yep, that's the
Pauses.
one.
Yeah.
That's yep.
Bang Bus,
That's it.
yo.
He's having a meeting in Florida, but not the one you're
Pauper
thinking of.
business.
Oh wait, we don't have to split by region anymore. We can just do a single ranking. I can just do a single ranking here.
Oh yeah.
Okay, at the top, they've earned it. Even if you could argue about other stuff, they've earned it. Dallas Fuel at the
That is
top,
so brave of
baby.
you. That I cannot believe it.
No one has ever been this brave.
Wow. I'm gonna go for a post-match Zoom call. I'll see you all later.
Bye bye, Jaws. Now, this is when it starts getting a little bit harder. I must say, is right after this.
Shanghai Dragons.
Do I actually believe? I mean, yeah, probably. Yeah, we probably do have to put Shanghai Dragons. Yeah. I mean, there's no other answer. Shanghai. Then I'll put Mayhem. Then we'll do Hunters.
I mean, Dallas 3-0'd everyone in their region, and
Yeah.
Shanghai got 2 more maps than them. So
Yeah. Hunters goes up. Well, actually, do I put... yeah, I do. I gotta think. I gotta think here. I'm thinking about I gotta think about what...
Valiant.
Wait, 1 second. Melee, yeah.
I miss
Yeah.
all the teams lived in LA and we got fat land.
Okay. Trying to think about something. Okay, so let's say Mayhem, Chengdu. I'd probably put Houston or Shock even. Houston or Shock maybe.
Shop used to be like Shop's like a top 8.
Well, actually no. Yeah. Oh, actually no. Fusion deserves to go up more. What am I saying? Fusion probably deserves to go a little bit more. Now that I think about it. Yeah, I probably need to put Fusion up more. Probably need to put Fusion like. I mean, in a different universe, I would have like Fusion higher than Chengdu, right? Yeah, I'd have Fusion higher than Chengdu.
I mean, I don't think it even has. I don't think it has to be in a different universe.
Well, I mean,
think
like a
that's
universe where they
reasonable.
didn't have like I should say where they didn't.
Double limb tournament.
Yeah, where they didn't play dragons
Yeah.
first, essentially. Yeah.
I think it's still. I think it's still reasonable to put them ahead of Chengdu now.
Yeah, I agree. I'm putting them
But
above them.
it's
I'm
up
putting them
to
above
you.
them. No, I will. I agree. I agree. They're definitely going above them. Then after that, I'd probably have like. I think I'd even include Seoul, I guess. Though, do I include Seoul over like some of the NA teams? Is the question. I personally was still not huge on Seoul, and I never have been. At points, they still are.
I feel like
They stopped
the-
playing Marvel on fucking main tank for some reason. I don't know why they stopped doing that.
APAC. I feel like next there should be a bunch of NA teams before you hit APAC.
Yeah, I'm agreeing. I'm
Philly.
agreeing here. I'm
Or
sort of
after Philly
deciding.
and Chengdu.
I'm deciding with Shock and Outlaws who I want to do, what I want to do. Because like,
They both ended on a very low note.
yeah, they didn't look great towards the end. But I mean, they both just got 3-0'd by Fuel is the thing. I think
I mean, I think you put Shock above, or you put Outlaws above Shock.
yeah. I don't disagree with that.
Both of them.
Well, I mean, I have Mayhem currently. I have Mayhem definitely above Hunters. Obviously, I felt confident enough to potentially put Mayhem above Fusion. I feel that confident.
I will be unbiased here and not comment. Not influence the decision.
That's not unbiased. That's just respectful.
So yeah. So yeah, I'm agreeing with this. I'm agreeing with all this. At this point I'd probably put like Justice, I think. I think Justice is pretty fair. Probably, yeah.
You think Justice
Justice
would
Justice
beat
over
Shock?
Shock?
Right
I think
now?
I think
Maybe.
I think the
No,
question
not
is-
Justice, not Justice over Shock, Justice under Shock, right?
Oh.
Justice
I don't
under
know.
Shock, like right underneath them.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
I think Justice might beat Shock right now. If they played.
I mean, that's the thing, it's tough.
I don't know about that. I mean, Justice had a pretty weak schedule qualifying. Like, so did we. So did Toronto. Like, our whole side of the bracket,
Yeah.
had a pretty weak schedule.
Exactly. Though also, to give Justice credit, they didn't get swept by Fuel. They didn't get swept by Fuel when they played, right?
That's true. But
What are they?
I mean, I don't know. Shock also booty blasted us.
No, they beat Fuel. What do you mean?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Although I don't know, like Fuel's like in that weird spot where like I don't know,
Like,
dude.
that
Fuel's
was,
so
like-
weird right now. No, Fuel is so hard to rank right now. I mean, they're obviously number one, but like they just like randomly blasted into like
No,
they went
I
from,
think
like
it-
nothing
I
to
mean,
just like instantly gods like within
I
like
think
a week or two.
I think if it's power rankings, you have to rate them based on like what their current power is, and I don't
Yeah,
think
that's
that Shock
true.
match like or that DC match meant much compared
Yeah.
to where they are now.
Well, it depends on how bad you think they were like 3 weeks ago.
I think I think they're so much better now. It's crazy. Like it's not.
They ate the Wheaties.
I mean, there's a different.
Who
team
are you
right
saying
now.
so much better, Shock or Justice?
No, Fuel.
Oh, Fuel.
We're talking
yeah.
about the Fuel DC match.
'Cause
He was
Fuel
saying.
just-
He was
Oh,
saying.
yeah.
From, like,
He was
Fuel
saying
from, like,
Justice
who-
beat. Yeah.
they
Yeah.
went from like an Omega Lol to a Pog.
I mean, personally, also based off, even if Shock looked bad, based off just what I feel the roster is capable of, I think the Shock roster is still better than Justice. You know? But they did look abysmal when they've been playing at times. Look at the tweet.
Shock
Okay,
was
I'm
the
looking at the
spaghetti
tweet.
shit.
Shanghai unlucky. This is a tough one. Here, I might revisit this. I would say, okay, so ignoring where Shock Justice stand, I think the next obvious ones is I'd probably put like maybe either Glads and Soul. I just don't know where I'd put them.
I think Soul above Glads. Glads been a little spaghetti droppers.
Yeah, they have been doing some spaghetti drop.
Glads is like they've recently come into form.
Yeah, but the
It's
thing
like
is,
a
they
big
came
thing
they
being
came into
bad,
form
yeah.
playing a bad, atrocious Boston and a London Spitfire, right? So if we really even see like,
Yeah.
and they had like really bad performances, like
That's
pretty
true.
rough. I feel like I would still feel more comfortable putting Soul above them and then doing like this. In my opinion,
I mean, there's also Toronto.
there is Toronto, but the thing is, Toronto. like Toronto to me are like a gatekeeper team for NA right now. Like they're like
Not
right at the
Boston,
edge of the top.
I remember even watching Boston.
Boston should be way better than they are. So
Glad Toronto and Atlanta are both in the same. Like they should be around. Like you could put any of them above each other.
Think about
depending on your
Spark
reasoning
here.
and how you're looking at them.
I mean, Spark took Dragons to map 5 and they 3-0'd Charge. And they've taken some maps off teams. And I am a Spark simp. I mean, I would definitely like Charge is going down for sure.
I just like the pink.
Do I feel more confident putting Defiant above Spark? And the answer is no. I definitely don't.
No.
I definitely have Spark above Defiant currently.
Spark
how many matches does
Spark of all
how many
of
good
them.
matches does Spark have?
How many matches have they had, or how
After
many
they did
good
the
ones?
coaching change, how many games do they play? They've only played what, one match after
Well,
the coaching change?
didn't they play the Dragon? Did they play the Dragons match with their old coaches at the time, or was that before? Where's their transaction history? Transactions.
Let's see the receipts.
So Paijan, they left at April 25th, and this was on the 30th. So their map 5 versus Dragons was after they made a coaching change.
I think Spark above Glads.
And then they beat Charge.
Yeah, I mean, the Charge one is like.
Yeah,
I think
Charge
they
one's
would've
whatever. Charge one's whatever. But I actually do feel better
They
about
would've
Spark than Defiant
beat
currently.
Charge regardless.
I feel better about them. I actually think I think Paris actually aren't awful. No lie. I don't think Paris are like awful here.
How
I
deep?
don't have a support player.
Have you even ranked the other teams?
Where's
yet? You're
Atlanta?
talking about Paris?
No, wait, one second.
Yeah, I
Sorry.
was like, what's.
One second.
Yeah,
So
Paris
no,
already.
calm down. Okay, so I would probably still have Atlanta below Defiant because I think Defiant is still a better team. And I think they're going to be a far better team in the future too, but I think currently Defiant's a better team. In my opinion.
Paris haven't looked that bad, but they also need to. They're getting a new main support.
Though granted, I mean, we did see Atlanta almost beat Shock. Now that I think about this, at the very end.
I think Shock might be too high.
Do you think it should just be
What?
a Shock problem?
I think it's a Shock problem.
But the thing, if you look at it, I mean, Shock only lost to Outlaws and Fuel, though. They only lost to those two teams, and Outlaws are like above them, and Fuel are above them. So Shock should still deserve to be in the top tier, in my opinion. So and also Atlanta can only so I feel like this is fine.
Atlanta had a pretty
TP
hard
_ Micah,
schedule,
thank you
right?
for the
they
tier
played
1.
Us, Shock. Who else do they play?
They can only play Rush, but remember, this is post-May Melee power rankings, where they are at the end of the May Melee, right? It is not based. We're not currently doing a forward-looking ranking. It's post-May Melee.
Well, it's more like if these teams played tomorrow, who wins?
Yeah, and I still think, I mean, and that's the thing. If they played tomorrow, Rain could theoretically beat Defiant. But Defiant's beaten them in the past, and they still lost the Shock. So I think I'm going to leave it. I think
I think Nixels should be above Spark too. So I think we're missing a few.
Yeah, but
We're
I don't
missing some of
agree with that
pretty
though.
hard.
I think Spark at their
You
end of their
don't- you think Spark's
matches.
better than Nixel?
I think Spark right now looks better. I think they start looking better than New York for sure. Like if you had told me like a couple weeks ago, well actually I guess New York beat them, didn't they? I'm just being a Spark simp again, aren't I? New York beat them, didn't they? Where are they?
It's the pink, dude. It happens. The pink owns.
Yeah, I guess that's true. New York, but they beat them on the 25th. Yeah. New York deserves to go above them. Yeah, what am I thinking? But New York don't look good though. And also New York beat them before the coach change. And then after the coach change, they went to map 5 with the Dragons, and then they beat Charge. While for New York, they only beat Spark. They got 3-0 by Dynasty. They got 3-0 by Dragons. And Shy was pounding. And they brought in Shy finally. So no, fuck off. No, New York is not above them, in my opinion, right now. I could theoretically put New York like somewhere like above these NA teams, maybe. So yeah, Spark definitely goes above New York.
Classic simp.
New York is the bottom team? No, that's not fair. What? New York the bottom team? how could New York be the bottom team? Like when Charge have only beaten Valiant. Like definitely we're putting Charge towards the bottom with like these teams. I think Paris. I think I'd have like
It's
Charge.
Nixel bottom five. In what world is Nixel bottom 5 team? That's a little crazy to me.
No, they're not bottom
I get not
5.
ranking them.
They're not bottom 5.
No, I'm just saying. People are fucking like molding in chat like Nixel are bottom 5 team.
I don't think New York's bottom 5. I think they're like 6. I think they're literally right outside bottom 5, in my opinion. Would I so here, let's just do I rate Spitfire above Valiant? Do I rate Spitfire above Valiant?
No.
I haven't watched enough Valiant, honestly, to make that.
I feel like on paper, yeah, but in general,
I see like when I think of APAC games to catch up on, I see a Valiant game that's like way bottom of the list.
Nah. Nah, I think Spitfire have to be at the bottom. Yeah, I think Spitfire actually have to go to the bottom. I think Valiant actually like does some things occasionally.
Wait, are you doing a temporal pincer power ranking strategy right now?
No, wait.
No, I think that's true.
I'm just thinking about what the matches I've seen.
When
literally.
you watch a Spitfire match, you're like, oh my god, my eyes. When you watch,
I mean,
fucking
Valiant also does have oh my
Valiant
god
match,
eyes
you're like-
moments.
yeah, but you're like, wait a minute.
I think Flame is trying to say he sees more potential.
Yeah, you know, you get
in the Valiant.
you get a little bit of kick weight and pause champs when you watch the fucking Valiant, but when you're watching Spitfire, you're just like, oh my god, my eyes, it burns.
Yeah, Valiant also did just look way worse than their last week. But I mean,
factor in their ping issues.
But
That's
also Spitfire do have the
debuff.
ping. Yeah, they have the ping debuff. But also they lost against Boston badly. Oh, not badly. It was a map 5. No.
And they almost lost to Vancouver.
Nah. I mean, because also the Valiant Hanamura match was tragic. No, I think I gotta reverse it. I think I gotta give Spitfire still above Valiant because the Valiant Hanamura was tragic.
Wasn't
Yeah.
there a Spitfire versus Vancouver?
So Titans over Charge, honestly?
Silver 3 greater than Fearless. No, I don't think so.
Titans
No, I
over
do not
Charge? I
think
might
so.
actually do that. Yeah. I think I'm going to agree with you there. Titans goes over Charge here. I tend to agree with that.
Titans, you really think Charge is out here match fixing?
I'm actually, and it's,
I honestly, I think no meme. I think Titans is.
I think
like,
Titans
has
actually look good.
potential.
Okay,
I think they're,
yeah.
I honestly would put them over Paris, especially after in power ranking, especially after the Paris lost of main support.
Fuel
I
are
know
now
Paris
8-0
beat
versus Dragons.
The Titans. I know Paris beat the Titans, but I do think Titans are the better.
Yeah,
team.
I think Titans consistently can take maps off of good teams occasionally. Like, they can actually, like, take a map off a good team, you know? I agree with this, but here's the question here. Do I think New York's good enough to go above Reign or Defiant?
Also, you know, the Titans were nice and helped us out to warm up or with some scrims
All right, listen.
this week.
Or do I put a tier break?
Did everyone else take off?
Yeah, everyone's
I mean,
supposed to go.
I was very surprised that they offered. No, they offered to scrim us because like they have no. But
Yeah,
I
I'm
like
okay
it
with
better.
this. I think I'm pretty okay. I'm looking. Let me see. Do I need another tier break here? I'd probably put a tier break like around. I mean, let me see. For Outlaws. Yeah, I put a tier break
Outlaws
there.
Down a tier.
I don't think Outlaws are on the same tier as any of the teams that went to Melee right now. Outlaws looked really rough.
That's true. I guess if you're basing off this week.
I mean, granted, they played Fuel, though. But I feel like, yeah, you have to take maps off Fuel to potentially be in this tier. Yeah.
Yeah, but
There you
at the same time,
We haven't
that's
taken
what
any.
was gonna
I guess
say.
you
was
haven't
gonna say-
taken
I
map,
was gonna
yeah.
say- I was gonna say if you
Yeah.
played Chengdu and like
That's true. That's true.
like,
I mean, also, because also theoretically, if Outlaws had been on the other side of the bracket to play Justice or Mayhem, yeah, I don't think they deserve a tier break, actually. Do I put a tier break?
If anything, I think no. I
for
think,
Shock?
I think you put a tier break like under Fuel, dude. Like I think like Shanghai.
Oh, yeah, that's
Fuel might
fair.
Actually get their own tier
That's
break.
actually
I think you
fair.
Put the tier break under that.
Yeah, I think I just have a tier break for Fuel alone, just right there. I think they clearly look better than every other team.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's like a tier break. Like I think
That's a
Shanghai
tier break.
beat them.
Yeah, that's definitely a tier break. They like owned everybody.
No, but
I think that's a tier break.
they didn't really own Shanghai yesterday.
You mean today?
No, yesterday.
Today they 4-2'd them,
yesterday.
and they also 3-2'd them. No, that's true. Actually, they didn't own them. Yeah,
They
fair.
didn't like own Shanghai. Like Shanghai.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah.
there's an alternate
Yeah.
universe where Shanghai wins.
Shanghai,
True.
no, Shanghai could have won.
You have to-
yesterday.
Shanghai could have won.
Listen,
Yeah,
I'm just
that's
saying,
true.
I think a tier break means like it's uncontested. Literally the greatest players.
Does
Tier break is,
Shock
like, never
deserve
going
to go
anywhere.
there?
Shock Goat's version of Shock is like tier break.
What?
level.
So
agree
let's
with
say
that.
we
I agree
put
with that.
Shock on the side of the bracket with Defiant Mayhem Justice. Does Shock deserve to go onto the Outlaws tier? Like here,
I don't know.
I don't know. They look kind of lost, right?
They do look.
They look kind of
I don't
lost.
think so.
Honestly, maybe tier break under Justice. Maybe.
Wait, what? You want to have a Shock Justice tier alone?
No. Like, I think you're having too many tier breaks at the top.
You
'Cause
think
we,
you?
I mean, we also went map 6 against.
You
Shanghai
think you
too.
think like around there?
No, but that's so.
But I'm saying like everyone like I think it's just no tier break at the top until below Justice, and it's just one big tier at the top.
Justice over Shock?
I don't.
Mm,
I.
I'm still not sold on Justice. I'm gonna be honest.
I just think at the moment, since they are 4-0, just to give them benefit of the doubt in terms of power
And
rankings.
also, I mean, Justice literally dropped maps to Boston and Titans, and like so.
So you put it. I mean, you could also put it above Justice if you want, and just make it.
I'm gonna
so
keep.
Shock is the bottom.
I'm gonna keep Justice below Shock
Yeah, but
myself.
it's hard to put Shock in a tier break, like in like the top of a tier break. Like Shock is either the top of a new tier break or
No.
the bottom of another.
Wait,
break.
why?
Because the tier break implies that like they would just beat every single team below that, right? Like those teams should just beat every single team below. So it's like, do you think Shock necessarily like guarantees to beat Justice? I don't know.
So
I
now
would
there's
say
I'm
Shock
fine with
over
this.
Justice
I'm currently
personally.
fine with this. I'm currently fine with this, but there's only one question left, and the question is, what do I do with Defiant and Rain? It's just Defiant and Rain now that can fuddle me. Particularly Rain.
Put them above Boston, but below whatever's.
I think Shock just looks so bad that I can't justify putting them above Rain. Nope. I can't justify putting them above Defiant. So no, I think I'll keep Rain there.
You said Shock, but you didn't mean Shock.
Are we going to pretend Shock didn't fucking own Florida and only barely lose to Outlaws and put up a better fight versus Dallas?
Yeah, I think we're just a different team now. than
Yeah,
we were.
I mean, it's not about. I'm not. But we're talking about them at the end of Melee, right? And I'm talking about how I feel about them at the end. And Mayhem then was way different than how Mayhem's playing now. If Mayhem had played Shock, how they played in Melee, Mayhem would have dominated Shock. Mayhem 100% would have dominated Shock if they had played this week, like 200%, 200%.
Shock got like hard bodied by Fuel.
Like 200% Mayhem would beat Shock right now. Shock looked rough. Shock would look compared to like current Mayhem. I think Mayhem would own. So yeah, I'm fine with that. They have not convinced me. Yeah, I think I'm okay with this. I'm feeling pretty good. I think I'm okay with this.
Yeah, that's right. Looking pretty good.